My name is Chris and I'm a natural bodybuilding champion. In my first competitive season in 2024, I earned 5 first place finishes and a 3rd place. I won the overall title and took home a sick sword as a trophy. I'm the lead coach at Trusted Transformations, known for delivering elite results from top bodybuilding placings to photoshoot ready physiques and life-changing lifestyle transformations. Today, I want to break down the supplements I take personally and the ones I recommend to clients and exactly why they make the difference. Yes guys, welcome to another video. So this video is all about the supplements I'm taking and why I'm taking them. Okay, first off, first point I want to get into is remember guys, supplements are not game changers. Supplements are there to supplement when you can't get it through whole foods in your diet. So before you go to majority of these supplements, the first thing you should be doing is you should be inputting your diet on an app like Chronometer, and you should be seeing, what you're deficient in, what you're struggling to get enough of. And that is what dictates what supplements you should actually take. You shouldn't just be going, right, he takes it, I'm gonna take that. No, look at your diet, look what gaps there are and fill it. That's exactly what I do with my clients, and using the Chronometer app is absolutely spot on. As I run through all these supplements, I wanna give you my honest opinion on whether it's something that most people should be taking or whether it's just a bonus being able to add it in if you can afford it. A supplement, vitamin C. Why vitamin C? So vitamin C is there to support your immune system, it's there to fight oxidative stress, all things that you are doing if you're weight training, more kind of stress you're putting on your body. Is it worth supplementing? Again, implement your food into Chronometer. If you are running low, then supplement it. Typically, you will get this through kind of fruit and veg, but most adults are just going to be deficient in it, and obviously with the immune system being such an important role in daily life, definitely worth considering. So next supplement, omega-3 fish oil. Again, something that most people could benefit having from. To consume enough omega-3, you're going to have to be eating a good amount of mainly fatty fish. It does come from a few other foods, but mainly fatty fish over the week. And if you're not doing that, you're going to be deficient in it. Omega-3s are really important on heart health, brain function. Again, something that's hard to consume in the quantities you need. So a lot of people opt for a supplement. Next up, Dr. Dean's Immuno Pro. Is this essential? Not necessarily. This is basically a mix of ingredients that all are there to help support healthy immune function. And this is something that I decided to supplement because of the amount of stress I put my body on, okay? Very regular hard training, including cardiovascular work, and just the intensity I do everything at. I want to be able to do whatever I can to fuel my body to recover and not get run down and not get ill, because there's nothing worse in general than being ill, and also there's nothing worse than stepping back your training more from having to take rest from cold, sickness. So where I'm pushing my body harder than most people, it makes sense to make sure you're giving it as much as it can to keep itself strong and fight those viruses. So I decided to supplement with this product here. Next supplement guys, Dr. Dean's Sleep Stack, one of my favorite supplements. Okay, so to get the ingredients in here through food is nearly impossible, and are all things that nearly everyone is deficient in again. And sleep is such a big part of training and such a big part of health. If you sleep better, you will literally gain more muscle and lose more body fat. So this is a supplement that probably everyone could benefit from. Magnesium before bed has so much data to show how that improves sleep, along with 5-HTP, zinc, and a few other ingredients in there, which actually linked with just putting you in a more relaxed state, which allows you to get into those deeper stages of sleep, more deep sleep, more REM sleep, which again is just going to improve recovery. It's going to improve the way you feel, and a big part of this process. So one of the few supplements that if you have the budget for, it is definitely worthwhile. I like to just get the Sleep Stack because it includes all these ingredients all in one serving for 2 capsules. Next supplement, electrolytes. Is this essential? Probably not, okay? If you're consuming a good amount of salt throughout the day, especially higher quality salt like pink salt, you're going to be getting in your electrolytes, okay? And electrolytes in general are very important because they are going to allow you to actually stay hydrated. It's not just water, it's about sodium, potassium, which pulls water in and out of cells. So if you are someone who trains a lot and sweats a lot, it might be worth considering it. But for most people, this is a bit of a luxury, and you could probably get away without. However, if you are an athlete, you're training really hard or more frequently or in like a hotter climate, then I'd say it's definitely worth consideration. I'm typically someone who actually drinks a lot of water, more than most people. So that means I'm going to be needing more electrolytes, because you simply wee out, you wee it out, so I need to be replacing them more often, and I am also, someone who sweats a lot, so for me it's a worthwhile supplement. For other people, probably get away with it. Peanut butter powder. So call this a supplement? I suppose so. It's not a performance enhancing supplement, but it's something that allows me to get foods that I enjoy, or the taste of them, at a fraction of the macros. So this is about 1/3 of the calories as it would be to like peanut butter, but it still gives me the taste of it. So it's a really good way of consuming peanut butter in large quantities at a less high calorie dense. So if you're someone that likes peanut butter and struggling to get it within your meal plan, get yourself some peanut butter powder and see how you get on. I like to literally mix this in with whey protein and whey paste to make it like a chocolate peanut butter flavour, and it's unreal. So a supplement I like to use for just improving the taste of my meals. So a highly dosed multivitamin. This is something pretty much everyone should be taking, because you're always going to have some small gaps within your diet, and this is just going to help balance it out and fill it out. So really can't go wrong with this. If you're going to pick one of a handful of supplements, a multivitamin should definitely just be one, just to fill out those gaps, just to make sure you're not deficient in things, and make you feel genuinely better and perform better. Next up, we've got our pump pre-workout. Is this essential? No, so far from it. This is definitely a luxury. This is Stim-free, so it has no caffeine, but it just basically has ingredients in which can help you, which can help aid blood flow, which means you get better pumps, which doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a more productive training session anyway. We know, progressive overload is the most important factor, not necessarily how pumped the muscle's getting, or cell volume, or cell swelling. So this is just something that is, if you've got the luxury and you can afford it, then great. You can do something to increase your pump that makes your training sessions more enjoyable, that makes your little posing after more enjoyable, then absolutely go for it. But if you are tight on your budget, definitely save it for some of the other supplements, which I'm saying, are more beneficial, and the reasons why. Next up, we have got pre-workout again, but this time with Stim. So this is basically stimulants, which is gonna give you a little bit of an energy boost, and there is some pros to this. That there's science to show that caffeine and stimulants can increase performance. Also, too high of a dose decrease performance. So you just got to look at this again. You could just do a coffee, and that will give you a similar effect. This has got other ingredients in, like beta-alanine, which has actually been shown to have other performance benefits to it. Is it going to be a game changer? Probably not most of the time, but again, it is a luxury, and a lot of people like feeling that buzz. A lot of people will spend a fiver on coffee, so why would you not, buy some pre-workout? The only thing to keep an eye on is how close you're having this to bed. It can definitely affect your sleep. If you're having it within 8 hours of bed, which sounds crazy, but it has got a half-life, a long half-life, so it will stay in your system for a longer period of time. So just be sensible with that. But if you're like me and you train early in the day, you like having a bit of a kick. Next supplement, creatine monohydrate, the most researched supplement out there. You've probably heard this 100 times, so I'm only going to make it quick. Everyone should be taking this. It has physical benefits, it has mental benefits in just terms of cognitive improvement. It can improve muscle fullness, it can improve muscle output and energy, basically replacing ATP. So I'm not going to spend loads of time on it. There's a million videos on it. Everyone should be taking creatine monohydrate. If you're not, definitely a top 3, top 4, top 5 supplement to add in. Whey protein, another top supplement. A lot of people struggle to consume enough protein over the day to hit their targets. Obviously, we all know how important protein is in this journey. Protein is what's going to help repair the muscle so you can recover and grow. And if you're under eating that, you are definitely slowing down your process. So if you are struggling to consume enough protein, whey protein is a great option. You know, sometimes people struggle because protein can be expensive, you know, through meats, fish, etc. So whey protein is a great addition to add in. It's also very versatile, very tasty. You know, you can take it with you anywhere. You can turn it into a paste, into a shake. I literally have pretty much 2 servings every day, and I have, you know, 7 or 8 different flavors in the cupboard because I really enjoy it that much. So another top supplement here. Next supplement, cluster dextrin, basically a carbohydrate powder. I've used Vitago in the past, which is just basically a high quality form almost. This is absolutely fine for bodybuilding as well, and it's basically a really easily digestible carbohydrate powder, which just allows you to continue, you know, fueling your session through like a drink. So, you know, there's a few times where this come in handy if you're someone who has to eat a lot of food. You know, by consuming calories through liquid and drinking it, it gives you another chance over the day to do that. So, you know, you can get 200, 300, 400 calories for a drink whilst you're training, and that's also just replenishing glycogen as you're burning through it. So it's just going to make sure, you know, your energy stores basically stay as high as possible and that your performance stays as high as possible. Supplement I like to use all year round. Although a lot of the times in the diet phase you would typically prioritize food because your food is lower and you want to be satiated, you want to eat it, you know, which makes a lot of sense. But for me, I do know it's a good benefit from intra-workout, as in I see my performance stays more steady and it doesn't drop off. So, you know, for someone who's a competitive athlete, sometimes performance comes above comfort, right? I'd rather be a little bit hungry and my performance stays higher. But for the average person, most of the time you'd be better, you know, eating your food so you're satiated, so you're most likely to adhere to the plan. Glutathione max, I don't know if I'm saying that right, I always say it wrong, but it's basically a powerful antioxidant, one of the main ones we use, and it's something that does deplete under stress. And again, if you're resistance training, you know, you are putting a lot of stress on your body. So to consume this through foods, the amount you want is very, very hard as well. So a supplement is worth taking. You know, again, is this essential? Absolutely not. This is one of the luxuries. And again, you know, for me, I want to try and support my body and its immune function and its recovery as much as possible because I'm putting an extreme amount of stress on it. So this is more of, like I said, just one of the luxuries. I wouldn't necessarily put this in my top 5, but if you do have the budget for it, or you are an enhanced bodybuilder where you're going to be having even more, you know, oxidative stress, that's when it's definitely worth a consideration. So lastly, guys, we've got EAAs, which are essential amino acids, which are a little bit controversial, to be honest. They don't really have a big of a role as people think. When you're in a fasted state, if you take amino acids, they can help prevent muscle breakdown. But as a whole, most people won't be drinking them fasted, they're just going to be drinking them throughout the day. So they actually have a very little benefit, to be honest. The reason I utilize them is because sometimes I can get them offer and they can be cheap. And I like flavouring my fluid, right? I drink a lot of water throughout the day and I don't just want to drink water all day. So if I can get a cheap bag of EAAs just to flavour my, you know, water, and if they might have a 0.5%, you know, positive effect, then why not? But for most people, EAAs save you money unless you're training fasted, and then that's a whole different scenario of what I personally doing to manage that, which is maybe what I can make another video on. If you would like to see that video of if I was training fasted, what I'd do to, you know, maximize performance and muscle gain, there's plenty of things that people miss. If you do want that, mention that in the comments and I'll make that video for you. But for most people, guys, EAAs definitely not essential, definitely not needed. So if you've made it this far, guys, thank you so much. I'm now going to give you my top 5 supplements of, if I could only choose 5, if I'm on a budget, you know, or I could only choose 5, what would I pick and why? So my number 1 is going to have to be creatine monohydrate. There's so much science to back that it works, and it works well, and it's cheap, and it has so many benefits, not just physically, but actually mentally as well. And there's more studies coming out to show that. So my number 1 supplement would be creatine monohydrate. Number 2 is going to be whey protein, okay? We all know how important protein is, and too many people are still not consuming enough of it, and you can consume it in a way that is pretty cheap, you know, very tasty. You'd be silly not to invest in it. So 1 and 2. My third choice is going to be some kind of sleep supplement. I really like the Dr. Dean's one because it's got 6 or 7 super powerful ingredients in it. So it covers it all. Sleep's such a big part of this. Like I said, if you sleep better, you literally will feel better, perform better, lose more body fat, gain more muscle. Absolute no-brainer. My number 4 is going to be a fish oil. Again, has really important roles in heart health and brain health, and people are not consuming enough of it. So, you know, it'd be silly not to have it in. You know, there's nothing more important than health. So again, it's very, very cheap, worthwhile taking. Last but not least, just the multivitamin. Again, very cheap, but most people have some gaps in their diet, and this way you can try filling them gaps in just, you know, 1 capsule. So that's my top 5, guys. If you do have any questions about any other supplements that you might be taking, or whether you think they're worthwhile or not, please drop that in the comments and I can do a video on it. Other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe to support the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video.